welcome to this Scraplift video with me, Helen. And I decided to scraplift myself. I'd been looking through my album and saw this layout that I'd created about the boys and thought, oh, it was a pretty good design. I'm going to use that one. But I thought I'd twist it and do it on a different orientation. So I was flipping through my photos and I found this photo of myself and my friend Annette, and then went through my stash of papers and things and found this range from Kaiser and thought, well, the colours quite go. I'm going to use this one. As you can see, I've matted the photo and I'm just about to create another mat behind it with a ripped edge here. I did pre-cut myself a few different strips of different patterned papers so that I could put this together a lot easier and quicker. As you can see, it's coming together, a lot of blues and yellows. Oh, and this book here. In my latest lot of school holidays, I spent days organising my colours, my inks and sprays, and I created that book of colours. And the whole idea was that I could pull it out, look at my paper and find which ones match the best. And it made choosing a lot easier. You can see here I decided to do some of the packaging technique, one of my favourite techniques. And I'm just sploshing down some of this shimmer spray. What I tend to do is clean or wipe off the bit of plastic between each sploshing, just because that way I don't get a messy effect. Well, I know I'm going for a messy effect, but I don't get a lot of off spray. Anyway, did a bit more splatters around with some watercolour and then a lighter blue shimmers as well. Now, I decided I wanted this, what do you call it? The strip off the bottom of the pattern paper. I don't know, the branding strip, the bit that's on the other side that's patterned on the darker blue pattern paper, but I had to trim it, and now I'm using some double-sided tape, as you can see, to stick it on. As I've said plenty times before, I do like this little technique, so it allows me to line it up and get it exactly where I want. You even see my big head there. And I'm going to attach this light blue on the bottom. Did quite like this side of the pattern paper as well, but it didn't go with what I wanted. Anyway, the photo that I'm using is of Annette and I, as I said earlier, and I met Annette years and years ago, on the eve of my, not quite the eve, 2 weeks before I turned 30. We were having our wisdom teeth taken out at the same hospital, same day, and we became friends. And as that was 20 odd years ago, it's quite, amazing that we're still friends today, considering that teeth brought us together. But back to what I'm doing. I, as you saw, did some fussy cutting of some of the flowers on one of the patterned papers. Here a little bit of stamping. I chose that ink from my book that you saw earlier. Adding some foam behind my photo to stick it up. And back to my story about Annette and I. She now lives in America. She and her husband have been living all around the world working, and I have visited her twice whilst she's been in America, 2 different parts of Arizona. This time she was in Phoenix, which it's allowing me to see different parts of America every time I go to visit her. And consequently, this layout will be titled Desert Friends, because every time I see her in America, it's in some desert state with huge cactuses and everything else. Well, it's the same state, but different cities. Anyway, as you can see, after all my fussy cutting, I've arranged all these flowers. I like quite how I've done it, so I spent time off camera sticking them all down. And then I'm positioning the photo afterwards. So I had it there, made sure it all worked first before I stuck that photo down. I also got the sticker book, as you can see, and I'm just going through finding things that I think will work. Mainly the colours, or and they fit in. Butterflies fit, don't they? Have anything to do with the story? No, but you know, they're cute little bits to add to the layout. And as you can see, I'm just going to flick through. I will add some journaling in a minute and a title. No, I'll do the title first and then I'll add some journaling after I've finished just adding some random flower stickers. So basically I have followed the layout of the previous, or the layout that I've scraplifting. Not quite exactly the same, but on that same idea, with that one photo patterned on about paper on about 1/3 of the layout, and then all the embellishments coming down to a point. On my previous layout, there were embellishments above the photo as well, or to the side actually, because it was rotated. But I didn't find that I wanted it in this because with the patterned paper with the flowers on the left, that was enough. Here you can see I'm making the title using these stickers. You can see I've used quite a few of them. Actually really good little stickers for titles I've found. I got them last year. I'm sorry, can't remember which range they come from. But they were in a pack with white and dark blue ones. And they fit quite well. So as you can see, a bit of journaling. And then I go off and have a little look at my stash and find some enamel dots and puffy hearts to just add some final little touches in my random arrangement of flowers and splotches. And that's basically it for this little scraplift. I hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe inspired you to have a go. Maybe you want to rotate the layout a little bit more. Anyway, till next time, take care and thanks for watching. Bye now.